Come on. Left it on that setting. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go again. Okay. Let's jump right in. I'm gonna try playing. I'm gonna say I'm gonna try playing with the mouse, but I'm more used to playing with the remote control, so I'm gonna play with that instead. Plus, it's already plugged in, so why not? I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Innie. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. What? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Maya. Like, I don't know what she means by that. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. Did she get drunk? Is that what she's saying? Like, I actually don't know what she means. Because even if you get drunk and you kill someone in a drunk driving accident, it still is your fault. Like it might as well have been me. Like, well, yeah, because it was you. I don't know. What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at the weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will break. We'll take a break with a day of sun. This is what the girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Why? Like, you don't need to. Weather is never certain. That's why they always say, like, there's a 40% chance of rain, because weather patterns are sometimes impossible to predict. Well, it's the weather. That's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve calling herself a weather girl? She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. What? Again, it's not that serious. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. Thought that before we got down to business we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray, surgeon. Rainy days really upset me. To the point that I want to sue people. Hermione to never end up under here. Here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting. Yes, I heard you. I agree. It's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. This is the kicker. Jepin has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash, crunch, instantly transform your car into the accordion model. So that's who got in the accident. Hello, nurse. That's right, about a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. Maybe she was framed. There are rumors that Dr. Gray actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Yeah, if they, like, murder her, they can cover up the malpractice case, but... I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. Yes, but you belong to the same practice. One of the families could actually go after the hospital case. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So what would you like me to do about it? What should help me prove I'm innocent? You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey. You know this girl, correct? Yeah, she's my legal assistant. Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes, I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? He might be misidentifying her as her sister, because her sister was also a lawyer. Already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling. Yeah, they also had like a spirit medium thing going on. I'm going to have her call that spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya, I wonder what she's up to right now. You, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit medium. Yeah. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. Yes, she learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not counting training, this will be your first time channeling spirit. Yeah, that would be extremely valuable for lawyers that have the power. She gave me one condition before accepting my request. Condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. He said that she wouldn't do channeling without first seeing you again. Me? And that is why I've searched you out. Why does he keep looking at me like that? You want to see her too, don't you? And so, that's how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. June 19th, Crane Village. Fuji's in the background. So this is Crane Village, Maya's hometown. Why, hello there. An odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly. What? Someone else is coming this way. Nick! Maya, who else? How are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big of a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Maybe I exaggerated just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard to be strong by myself. Oh, well, anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Okay, we have another one of these investigations. Giant rock seems to be reaching for the sky. Its origins are written on a beat-up sign. Looks like this giant rock is called a crane boulder. There's a really complex explanation here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in, or something like that. Old bus stop, it says Crane Village on the signpost. Buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. Yikes. It's an old-style phone booth. I can't say it fits well in with this area. My cell phone doesn't get reception up here, so who knows? I may need it later. Rustic, thatch-roofed houses where other villagers live on the street. They're nowhere near as large or as nice as the man in front of me. Kind of odd that I don't see any other villagers walking around. The biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. This is Fay Manor, the place my calls home. It's easy to be overwhelmed by its presence. Today's channeling. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Feel the power of a Maya intelligence network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing about dead people, they can't defend themselves. So, like, if he has her murdered or something, you know, sets her up, he can say she did it after she died and she can't contradict him. It's like the lines can be blurred with her out of the picture. Huh? So what is this Maya intelligence networking? The tabloids. That's what I thought. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard it all from Dr. Gray. So she did it, and then she had herself killed, so that way she wouldn't be held responsible. Come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. Phoenix doesn't really have much choice. Most of his clients are innocent, though, so it's... For him, it's not as much about representing, like, murderers and stuff. So this is your hometown, huh, Maya? But I guess in real life, you can't really be picky and choosy in legal profession. You gotta... Take what comes. And I'm sure if you work for a bigger law firm, you could kind of turn your nose up at certain clients, but usually you're going to be representing who you need to under the circumstances. Crane Village, but I've heard people call this place Medium Valley too. Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium. Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women in this village are mediums. So what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about the girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly. Pearl Faye. She's my cousin. Huh. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin. Wait, then that means is she also yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. Wait, that's her actual name? I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. It's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious-looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes, for starters. Of course not. Pearly's my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Crane Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt. Duh, come on, Nick. Oh, Nick, I've got to get going. It's time for the channeling to start. Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Good luck, Maya. Thanks. I've always thought these investigation days were kind of tedious at times. Like, as I said in the previous episode, my favorite aspect of these games has always been the trials. That's always been the highlight of the game. At least she's still the same perky Maya. Yeah. I don't like the pacing in these investigations, and I just prefer the action of the trial. This is the meditation room. Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl. So why does he make that face? That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It'll rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. Again, they're just predictions. Predictions can come true or not. Looks like talking about the weather for this guy is just asking for punishment. This is a splendid manor. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is my house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Miss Wright, I have a copy for you, too. Diagram of Fay Manor. Add to the court record. Again, you gotta examine everything, then you gotta talk to everybody. It's annoying, kind of. The door that leads to the channeling chamber, the place where spirits and people meet. The iron in this door was tempered, making it very solid. It looks like there's a strong lock on the door to top it off. Sign. Someone with a lot of skill wrote these 4 Chinese characters with a brush. Look, here's a translation. Once in a lifetime. The message is people should value their ghostly meetings as once-in-a-lifetime chances. Piece of cloth with a ton of finely written letters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's one in English. It says, 100 ways to save money. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. This door leads out of the winding way. The weather outside looks really nice. What are you going to do once the nurse spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. Signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention, I'll have her write this. 1 year ago on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. Right, with the confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. What? Oh, I see. So how did you hear about my Faye? Heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Korean School of Channeling. The home, huh? Miss Maya is a daughter of the master, I hear. Master? Anyway, do you see with that door? That's where more people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? Diagram of Fay Manor. Look, here's my attorney badge. Trying to compete with me in my profession with that piece of scrapwood. I'm a surgeon. Compared to you lawyers, I'm practically a saint. Yes, well, I don't exactly have any patients right now. But listen good, I'm not the one that made this mistake. This doctor needs his head examined. Wow, this manor is really nice, don't you think? Do you honestly think this place is all that impressive? Don't make me laugh. My house is a mansion compared to this. This is the countryside. Land here is dirt cheap. I will have something much greater one day. I'll build my own grand mansion. Did you hear me? A grand mansion! This manor will seem like nothing. Could you keep that shaking fist away from my face? Thanks. I would say, calm down, sir. Yes, based on how this trial plans out, you might be facing jail time, but, you know, keep your cool, man. Keep your cool, because that's one of the ways they get you. It's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights, I guess they're candles. Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir, is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I've heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so, Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It seemed that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Does this have to do with my father? Don't tell me you've already forgotten. That was not for Mystic Maya and her assistants. You would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression. The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. Like, it's just very, like, kind of bone dry of a game, but, like, it's very tedious. Like, you're going around, again, you're talking to people. There's a lot of dialogue. funeral here. Okay, this is an altar. It feels important. This I'm still planning on having the Spirit for episode. Today we'll just do day 1 investigation. Mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. Some branches of a sacred tree have been set in predetermined arrangement. Good sir, I wonder if you would please not touch the sacred objects. These objects are offered to the spirits. If you were to touch them, good sir, they would become cursed. Yes, cursed. You really didn't have to talk down to me. I'm not that much of an idiot. Well, you're also not a medium, so the folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. One thing I really like about streaming versus cable is that you can watch things on run. I don't know, it might have something to do with me personally. I have to keep playing over from the start sometimes when I miss what happened in the show, but they make that convenient. That's something that I want to highlight about streaming is its convenience. You can watch what you want when you want. It seems like that's the way of the future. There's an empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. Maybe something's hiding back there, Phoenix. Maybe you should look behind there. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity. Humidity. She likes to look at herself. There's a mirror over there. Why don't you add Mystic to Maya's name? Is that strange? Good sir. Yes. How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. Let's call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she's the only one remaining. What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Korean channeling thing. What does any of this have to do with the current trial? And where do you stand? It's a little more complicated. Although woman of the Fae clan, I'm merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? That's it sounds for a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, ever become the master of the Crane School. How strong are you? Shame, however, I'll admit. I didn't even begin to compare the loneliness of my power to the Master's. So that's how it is. Today's channeling. So today's channeling will be first. Yes, good sir, because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is very strong. It's easier to call that person to our worlds. Traffic accident. Channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. You can see I'm in the process of preparing. The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you mind if we observe the session. Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the climb lantern. So wait, what am I doing here? Secrets of the crane techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it before. Also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong, that's why while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. Oh yes, I wonder if you've yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She's an adorable angelic young girl. Oh, Pearl or Pearlie? She's my daughter. Now, what was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have. Dear heart that knows not of the evil of this world is a powerful thing, sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her by request. Not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. She's like a flower not fit for this world. June 19th, Bay Manor, winding way. Wow, this garden's really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? Looks a little out of place in a garden like this. So let's take a look at it. Let's plan a garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in, although that incinerator piques my curiosity. Yes, the incinerator. Use it to burn things. It looks like there's a room over there too. Peaceful feeling is emanating. We'll burn papers in there, wood. Any old articles we no longer need. Like all that junk mail. Really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. Looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. Yes, Phoenix, let's all just move on. Don't need to agonize over details. A small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here of tiny villages like this. Every family has to burn their own trash. That sounds bad for the environment. We're all talking about like climate change and how the planet is basically going to implode within 5 or 6 years, and meanwhile these people are over here burning trash. Like, what? Is that really what's best for the environment? Burning your own trash? I would think that burying it in a landfill is even better for the environment than trash. Like, both seem bad for the environment, but one is the lesser of the two evils. I think it's actually illegal in some areas to burn your trash. Not just for the damage it does to the ozone and the environment, but because of the fire hazard. Like, you have to be extremely careful about how you do it, because otherwise it could be a fire situation. Fey Manor, side room. So this is the side room. It looks more like a break room. There's bedding spread out on the first floor. It looks like someone's sleeping. I shouldn't disturb them. Well, that's too bad. There's bedding spread out. Is that someone sleeping? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break, catching some sleep. I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea to not disturb her sleep. And then who was in this bed? It's a decorated wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to the base. Korean Village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir. So does this mean it's easy to spot bears here and for them to spot you? It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as a storage space. Here it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. Oh yes, it's remarkable, Phoenix. This is the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. Here I can see the winding way and the little garden in the courtyard. Is there anything else here? I'm wondering if I maybe missed something. I try to look for the most conspicuous details on my goals. Like, what is something that just... Okay. Hey, you! Get into my car. Who, me? Yes, you. Get into my car. Hey, you! Hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. I'll bet you. Yeehaw! Sheriff Sandy. I have always sucked at this voice. Mr. Phoenix Wright. My drawl is not that good. How y'all been? Haven't seen you in what, a year? You are a lot of hearts. A lot of hair. What if I actually say that? A lot of hair, was it? A lot of who? Wait, you're best not making fun of my hair now. I'll be hotter than a cigarette smoke sausage. No, I wasn't making fun. I was complimenting you on your fine hair. If I dare say you're one heartless man, Mr. Rat. It was because of my testimony that your friend got out for being guilty. Looks like you already forgot that. Hold up. You were working with the prosecution at first as one of the witnesses, and came after us as if we were a piece of sirloin steak. Minor detail. Stop being so uptight, let little things get in the way. Name's Hart, a lot of heart. Don't you go forgetting it. I actually knew that already, I was just messing with her. Oh yeah, that's it. Now listen here. I'm here to take some pictures today. Gonna get myself a real scoop. So I guess you're still in it, being a photographer, I mean? You betcha. Hart's working one out there, I reckon. Yeehaw! Did I say I was gonna make myself famous as a paranormal photographer? Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channel is about to get started. Is it that time already? Y'all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on. A lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. Yeah, what was that? The Loch Ness Monster, as I recall. Yeah, that was a weird episode, wasn't it? She was like taking pictures of the lake. And it was like a Loch Ness Monster situation where it's like, we're looking at the picture, trying to figure out what it actually was. That meditation room. We'll now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. I do really, really, really want to go to Japan. Because it just seems like it's just one of those things you just gotta do. I'm planning on doing that next summer, but nothing is set in stone yet. No plans are in place. I might be planning out my summer in the early hours of next year, or potentially over my winter break. Seems like that'd be the best time to plan for the summer. And I don't want to spend too long away because this last summer I basically spent the entire summer traveling Europe. And I was gone for something like 6 weeks. Like, that is the longest trip I've ever done like that. Prior to then, I'd only left the country once, and it was to go to Cancun for a week. For like a makeshift spring break. And yeah, it was a pretty good experience, both Cancun and Europe. I think in retrospect, 6 weeks was a good call because it gave me a chance to see pretty much everything. Everything that I wanted to on my first go around. I still want to go back and see like Madrid, Strait of Gibraltar, and Pamplona, the Running of the Bulls Festival. I also didn't get the chance to see Count Dracula, so, you know. I can finally swat those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? You'll be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You'd love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Miss Wright? What are you talking about, the flies? So confused. Oh yeah, I sure would. I don't know what he was talking about there. Mr. Maya, do you have the challenge chamber key? Yep, right here. This is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. He's not even wait, I think he is, right? I was going to say, is he welcome in the challenge chamber? But I guess so, because he's the client, right? I don't know, click. Now let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-dropping large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Yeehaw! Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? Just down south? I'm from the heart of the heartland. Like, I know, I do not have the accent. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the heartland. What are you? This is Karain Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut a lot up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. What is with that hair? Did he shoot Maya? Hey man, what was that just now? It came from inside the challenge chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot. Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Maya's in there. Ask Morgan what to do or break into the chamber. We're just going to break into the chamber. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? What else? We're going to break in. But there's only one key and that kid's got it. We're going to have to break in. Is that right, Miss Faye? Yes, but there is one matter, that is... Don't try to stop me. You can send this repair bill to the Wright and Company law offices later. Yeah, now that's what I call being man. Did he shoot himself? Dr. Gray, what? How did he even get a gun in there? I don't know. I was murdered. Maya? That man murdered me. Oh, it's the nurse. So I killed him. Wait, what? Like, how did that gun get in there? What? What, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. Anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she mine? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry, before there are more victims here. Let's go, city boy. Leave this to Granny. Yeah, I'd say that's a good call. Someone has been shot. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here. So I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good. Lovely. Saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon. It wasn't that mysterious. Maya got possessed by the dead nurse, and then the dead nurse shot the doctor for some reason. She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her, I'm scared to death by what's going on. Yeah, none of this has been exciting, and I know why it's playing that music. Hey, mister. That gal, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? No, she wasn't. It was the dead girl. The dead girl who possessed Maya that shot him. Oh yeah, Wada doesn't know that when Maya's channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. And she's somehow hotter as a result of being possessed by this dead nurse. Then again, weren't there only two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Yeah, she did it perhaps under the influence of someone else, Dr. Gray. Lotto, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. Yeah, and he also complains about the weather all the time. Sort of got the same impression myself. He's real controlling. As soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hauling. Must have been real tough to work for him. And now you're in a good mood all of a sudden. What do you know about this? I'll be here soon, right? The police, I mean? I reckon you should be getting back to the crime scene now. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, Lottie, you're not gonna come with me? Mr. Wright, it's Faye. How's, Mystic Maya? She's returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She's still unconscious. I'm gonna request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait. The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the air for a business trip, pal. Time to check out the crime scene. I'd like to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the crime scene, Detective Gumshoe? My name is Jim Shoe. My name is Gumshoe. Get it right, lady! I'm ready to hit you with a thunderbolt! Two of them went into his challenge chamber. I guess all I can do now is see what everyone else has to say. Yeah, Phoenix, just keep walking around and talking around. That's all you can do in these episodes. Walk around, talk around, dance around, stand around. The police are busy here and there. I don't see Maya anywhere. Sounded like a Dr. Seuss there for a minute. Dr. Seuss book. Hey you, don't touch anything. Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? Oh, how generous. How very generous. You're gonna allow me the privilege of asking you some questions. Since I'm the lawyer. Actually, isn't that like half of a lawyer's job is asking questions and cross-examining people? The other half is like creating explanations for different evidence, different pieces of evidence. Asking questions and then stating things. All you can do is talk to him, you can't examine anything. I'm about Maya. Hate to break this to you, pal, but the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, she was the one who did it. Only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about it later, pal. Right now I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet something in his expression looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But... What? But he's also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. Again, where did the gun come from? That's my question. Is his body being burned? So it's not used as evidence? I don't even really know what this... Wait, what? Okay, see that? Get changed. Oh, I see. Okay, just changed to the plain thing. Okay. Did I go backwards? It's winding way. Oh, side room. Okay, yeah. Oh, in the wrong way. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? Like, so, it isn't about time to start? Isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? Oh, actually the situation has kind of changed. Oh, like, what do you mean? Change? Someone was actually shot, man. Please stay calm, but there's been a murder. So, like, murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yeah, that's generally how it happens. Person's killed another person. That's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like, kind of a drag. It's, like, totally a bummer. Yeah. For all the efforts, that all she had to say? I'm sorry, I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eeny Minnie. Eeny Miny, I'm sorry. Eeny Miny. Yeah, Eeny, like, Eeny Miny Mo, right? Eeny Miny. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Eeny Meeny. Yeah, Eeny Meeny Miny Mo. Yeah, Eeny Meeny. At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. We try to summon demons or something, okay? Like, supernatural phenomenon. ESP and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Why is she continuously moving her hands like that? Were you the one sleeping? You left the blanket a mess. Are you going to fold it? Like, I had a really good nap and, like, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so, like, it's all set for tonight. Sometimes I'll do that too. Like, if I'm late or something, I'll just leave my bed unmade because I'm like, it's just gonna be messed up again. And then I can climb into bed without feeling guilty about unmaking my bed. Like, right now it's made, but there are times where I'm just like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Especially towards the end of the month when I'm washing my sheets anyway, it's like, it doesn't really seem to matter. Eeny meeny. So what brings you here today? So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Because, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see. Then why were you taking a nap there? Like, I wasn't feeling good. I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. Why do you look like a French girl with that beret on? It's like I felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that. I totally know nothing. So who's, like, you know, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? And what was all that talk about him earlier? Well, I can't remember her voice, sorry. A long time ago, I was like a patient, yeah. Sounds like she's trying to hide something. How about this map? I'm really sorry, but I'm not that smart, so don't, like, get it. Does it feel like she's putting on an act? Do you know I'm a lawyer? Do you know I can get you put in jail? I believe there's actually nothing else to do here. Yeah, there seems to be actually nothing to fear. Guess I'll leave you now. Back to the incinerator. There's no one here, as usual. Except that's not true. Pearlie's here. How are you? Pearl. You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's she got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. It's the key. The physical and literal key to this case. What was it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? I think I done goofed. I think I was supposed to check on her hand first. Okay, so does she do that every time? And he keeps talking about his hair. Okay, examining doesn't seem to do anything. What if I present her with my badge? So weird. Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? I don't actually know what Phoenix means by that. Yeah, Phoenix is talking about her hair. She's a little bit too shy. I don't know. Hopefully, we can move to the end of this episode. So yeah, this is kind of tedious. I don't think I could do anything else there. I don't really see what I can do. Unless there's something else to present, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Examining doesn't do anything. Presenting doesn't do anything. It keeps on going away. Moving doesn't see. Can I examine where she's here? No, you can't. Might be something I'm actually just missing. Examine. Thinking maybe she runs away and drops the key. But I can't see the whole screen. This is my setup. I can change the view. Because yeah, it's going back to full screen. I don't know, I'm totally lost. Probably scared out of her wits. after having a murder take place right by her. Lada? Goddamn. Don't let it be me next. Don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body in your hands. Mine. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Nah, well, maybe one thing. Ow. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you. This is too much, I'd say. What's too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. One after photos more than you reach from now on. More glamour, less gore. What's up? Oh yeah. What is it? Took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember I took some pictures at the murder scene inside? She did, too, even. The seance murder. I sure like the sound of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lada. Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop. Wah! Ha ha ha. I don't know who's scarier, Lada or the spirits. Why does it feel like we've been through this before? Looks like this is just a lot of like running around, talking to characters. Dear Madame, you have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright everyone, listen up, you too, pal. I want to give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until we're late. It is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. Hopefully there aren't any other murders. It's like, until there were none. And those movies that are in that style. People will just start falling off one by one. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. I was arrested and taken away by the police. I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. I was hoping to get a to be continued there, because this is kind of dragging on. Morning. I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry up to get to the detention center ASAP. 20th Detention Center. This is from Nick. Alright, Maya. What am I going to do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. I had to think of it the first time I met her. It all started right here in this detention center. All those years ago. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't. I did it. I killed that person. That wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. It's too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's powers, so I didn't want to bring up the case quite yet, but nice to me, I understand. Hey, just wrap up this episode, please. You're on candid camera. The guard is still here. He wires the room if he's bored. Tells Zena looks everyone away. Who's up here? Who's out there? You're the master or something with the trained school of channeling. Actually, my mother is for now. As that title's passed from mother to daughter, I guess I'll be someday. Many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. Maya's channeling a spirit. Not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. She actually became hotter. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so I called her, alright. Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door. Sat down across from him. Okay, we closed our eyes, I began the channel. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. It's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. You don't remember a single thing. I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. There's blood all over my clothes. I do remember having a dream. A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move. It was unbearable. It was suffocating. What's something like that? See, I have no idea what to say to that. There's a really familiar smell, too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. Guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. Back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you're prepared, okay? What is it? Document requesting me to be returned, of course. What? What's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty on murder. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it. Help me. Help me, I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When is the trial? Sound like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going. Wait. It's Jewel. This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearlie. I'm sure she'll lend me her spiritual powers. It's slightly translucent, it's small, but it has deep, profound aura about it. Make sure you show that to Pearlie, okay? I'm sure she'll be a big help to you. Sorry, Nick, but there's nothing really special about it. The actual guide map? Feels like I've been gone forever, but it's only been 1 day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought me? Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing left behind which want to be added to the court record. Man, the window. Charlie, decorated plants, and I told my boss Mia, who passed away. The rest of the room may be in shambles, but I always managed to care for this little fella. There's a giant building outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, high-class luxury hotel. I was actually involved in one of the episodes in the previous game. Until recently, it had been a normal business-class hotel. I actually got a lot of business following that murder as well. Gave it a lot of publicity. Poster of the TV action hero, the Steel Samurai. I stuck it up here right before she left. I wouldn't say that the Steel Samurai and an attorney's officer get matched, but Maya threatened to curse me with some magic spell, so I guess it could stay. I never really cared for the Steel Samurai stuff from the previous game. It's my desk. I keep it neat for those rare occasions when I climb my office. Good-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. I actually have neglected them for so long, a layer of dust has started to form. One of these days, I should try to build up the courage to read them. Yes. I might get into law down the line. I have to save mine no matter what. It's her life on the line. When the world has happened to that room yesterday. What in the world happened in that room? So, the meditation room nurtures all mediums, even mediums anyway. She was pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Okay, keep moving, winding way. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school. Where could she be? The chamber? Looks like Detective Gumshoe's in here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I'm on my way to go meet Mystic Maya. I'll have to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue, jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. This one scared lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, so did I. I know it's impossible for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too while I have a chance. Where is Pearlie? I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me, so I killed him. Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Wait, what? What happened here in this room after I left? First, I struck Mystic Maya on the head. Forget, go unconscious, correct? That is correct. I performed a spirit-severing technique. Spirit-severing technique? The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I use the technique to send the spirit back to the other worlds. What if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law? I don't see why it would. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? The spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will, and her self steps aside. But in another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. Isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling the spirit. Maya, I mean Mystic Maya, that was her first channel. That's why I insisted on locking the door. I never thought that would be calling danger upon the clan himself. Grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be holding a screen there. It's where Korean sacred. It is the Korean sacred writings. Along with the Korean sacred urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. I ever found out something that happened to either one, the humanity. Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't some dilapidated old screen now. So how's Pearl today? Mr. Wright. Yes, in this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. Compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That is very impressive. Until now, the women of the branch have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Pearl is a channeling prodigy and is the pride of the branch family. Wow, she's really fired up now. Case? Our world is different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? I'm gonna have to examine all around. You're like object with a reflective surface, branches of the sacred tree set a predetermined arrangement. They're used during the channeling, just like this screen. It's a hole. Could this have been made by a bullet? Holding screen added the court record. About 8 inches off the ground, a small hole looks like a bullet. You believe it's a time for me to take my leave. Alright, please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? I mean Mystic Maya. I will tell her. There's some empty space behind the screen. The light of the candles can reach back here, so it's completely dark. I hope no one's hiding back there. Can I move this? Can I move the screen? We're all gonna be outside. In the side room now? You're that guy from yesterday. I did this guy. No, I'm a lawyer. That's right, Mr. Smith, Esquire. That's right. And I mean, you're wrong. My name's Wright. Smith, Wright. Well, I got like 3 letters at least. But I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I studied this thing called parapsychology at the college, and you told me about that yesterday. The sesame on it, too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. You should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. It's okay. It's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Why do I ever want another genuine mysterious phenomenon? It's right here. Oh my gosh. Where did this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. It looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's empty, but a few pulled pieces of channeling costumes is at the bottom. Oh yeah, this episode's just going on and on. The village is famous for channeling bears. Famous for bears? It's like, okay, if you ever like see a bear, just play dead and wow. Is that right? Because like fighting back is totally no use. I think that's actually counter advice. I believe the best advice is to make yourself seem as big as possible. I've never encountered a bear in the wild, so I'm not sure. Should I actually try to find one? I believe it's not the correct way to play a possum. Why are you still here? There's much for me to like study here. What? Memes training are like how they build your spiritual power. I suppose this village is the real thing after all. I asked if I could stay here for a little longer. She sure seems like a carefree type, at least on the surface. Heard about the murder? Like, totally scary. She says with a silly smile plastered on her face. Do you know about it that might help? No, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on. And the dialogue just goes on and on and on. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Wait, I think you were asked about him yesterday too. That's right. Her action yesterday when I asked was... Dr. Gray know each other, right? She starts chewing on her head. I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? And what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like it was a long time ago. I was like a patient. Yeah. Definitely hiding something from me. Something wrong? Really sorry, but I'd like to have your heart set on it, but I can't take it. Who said anything about giving this to you? It's a Nagatama. You shouldn't have. It's totally not for you. Hey, like, it's not nice to freak me out. That shouldn't be. I feel like I'm going in circles in a sense. Ah, you surprised me. How are you today? She isn't open to friendly chat. She's holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Here you go, girl. I said to give this to you. Gosh, I'm in trouble now. Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the one they're channeling. Thanks when they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's. She actually spoke. Who are you? Right. I work with Maya. Mystic Maya? Mr. Nick, right? I'm not gonna do little girl voices at all. Excuse me, I bet I know who she picked me up from. I know who you are. Or Mystic Maya's special someone. What? So then, of course, I'm going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right? Yeah, I will. It's like a beautiful fairy tale. Earnest looking shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love. What? Why am I boiled down into a red lobster by this little kid? I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. What a wonderful relationship. I mean, things aren't like, I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick, I may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way I can. Okay. Sure, it's helpful to you in some way. I'm still in training, so I don't know anything about it. I'm really sorry. It's okay. I shouldn't have shown you something so trivial anyway. Very sorry. This feels so weird talking to a kid like this. Are you interested in Korean's traditional things too, Nick? Korean's sacred writings are on this folding screen. Is that what's written on it? Actually, what caught my eye was this hole. It's a very old screen, so I think that maybe bugs made it by eating through it. It doesn't look that way to me. Actually, that's Maya's Megaton. That's one of the most important heirlooms in the current village. Make sure to take good care of it. Yeah, I will. Does really a kid have such a priceless object? Are you friends with Maya? I feel very grateful to be friends with her. It's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her. I had no idea Maya was so revered. Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad. Oh, sorry, but if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her. Where in the world should you get an idea like that? By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from? Which channeling school? Yes, for example, I study the crane technique. I get it. No, I'm a lawyer. Lawyer? Yep. Does that relate to spirit mediums in any way? Not that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what Pearl is? I'm sorry, but I have no idea. I did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. So what's that you got there, Pearl? Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you. Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me. You look like a child at a toy store. Not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs at me, too. Black key add to the record. Old steel key, green jewel. Center of the grip. What if I didn't mix it? Mr. Nick? Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute. I just call you Pearl. Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama? Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you. I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy. Spiritual energy? Okay, make with the magic. Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful. What do you mean? I'll let you see people's secrets. See people's secrets? Yes. It's alright with you. I'd like to accompany you for a while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you in its own hiding secret. The box. It just immediately springs to mind. Box. This box here. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. It's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? But no, how old do you think I am? I don't have any daughters. What do I ask you about the victim? I like totally don't know him. What is happening? What is that? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart. What? This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these psych locks, Mr. Nick. Psych locks, huh? The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you will see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? Use the key, Nick. Use the key. Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person and let's remove the lock. I have no idea what she's talking about, but I'll give it a try. Just be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Oh my gosh. We gotta start somewhere. Let's give this psych lock thing a try. Do I present this? Or... I don't know, actually. The victim. Okay, this is so strange. Eenie Miney, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, have to repeat myself? If you're, so totally sure, then where's your proof? It may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. What do you mean, indirectly? You should try to show the possibility existed for now. Something that always shows a possible connection between Eenie and Dr. Gray. The newspaper clippings? It must be this, right? Here's your proof. What is that? I should take another look at the core record, think through it one more time, maybe possible. I hate that so much. What if I present the key? Let me try presenting the key. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna check out the guide. Yeah. I wonder if it's the profile. I forget I could even do it. I could present the profile, I forget that. Gray, surgical clinic doctor, had a malpractice incident, murdered during a channeling. Research in parapsychology. I wonder if it's the key. But if it's not the key... I'm a little bit confused. wonder if it's that key. Let me try the key. Said. Okay, that's it. I'm looking at the guide. I don't care. Looking at the guide. Yeah. Stand by, guys. Stand by. So annoying. This is so lengthy, too. Like. I think I royally messed up. Like, I was supposed to go back to Karain village. It's you, Belle. I bet you're a lawyer, but how do you not know that? We worked together in the last game. I feel bad for you, Belle. Just be on just this once. I wish you could be on our side. Detective Gumshoe, why is there so much dialogue? I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scared, honest. I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know, I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a genuine pistol. Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing showing something that dangerous? Sorry, pal. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal, if you're talking about the proof. We got a few pieces. You got proof? Yeah, pal, the puppy photographer is going to testify tomorrow. You're talking about Lada. Actually, speaking of Lada. Hot pictures. Lada's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. No way anyone other than my fake could have done it. Kidding. We all know that. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? After grade, the victim wasn't super famous, but people knew who he was. His face was all over the tabloid shows last year. No, I was looking through some of the newspapers from last year, and I could have sworn I had got an article up, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets, and boy, are those big. It's really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? Copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have bought a copy by the office when he came by. I'll present it to you once I get him all this dialogue about Maya's trial. Don't be some news for you, pal. Two. Bad news ain't worse news. Which do you want to hear first? I don't really care, does it? Nothing like it. Alright, pal, well, the prosecutor for the trial tomorrow is Prosecutor Von Karma. What? Von Karma? Oh, that dude. Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He's also dressed like someone straight out of Thomas Jefferson's day. He never lost a case in 40 years and raised a fearsome disciple. Horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me, something like that. Yeah, he was supposedly, Manfred Von Karma was the mentor of Edgeworth. Wait a sec, but didn't Von Karma stand trial and lose? in the last game? Didn't you go to jail? That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. So, who is the successor to Von Karma? Really fast to prosecute Von Karma's kid. Kid became a prosecutor really young, like 13, and hasn't lost trust since. What? That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a second. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? A project like that, I'd have heard something about. Oh no! Kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Okay. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. All it takes is someone mentioning me to bring back that day. I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Yeah, Manfred was actually prosecuting and Edgeworth was on trial. Stop it, get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. Sorry, that's his internal voice. Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore now that he's gone. What, Edgeworth or Calmer? We haven't actually seen from Edgeworth this game. There you are. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day. Hey, it's that news story, the one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal, take this for you. Alright, thanks. Clipping number 2, name me mine. First at Gray Surgical Clinic died after flying sleep with me. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels on the floor, and the straw on the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the AD in the air. I just keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center. Oh, that's how I do that. How do I go? So on the other side of this heavy locking door, the lock is broken because I broke it. It doesn't seem impossible, but I managed to break it badly. We're gonna do something bad enough, people can do the most amazing things. Yeah, cool, Phoenix, cool. Like talking up a storm, for example. It's not possible here. Back to Crane Village. Either. Well, that's also gone. These kinds of cases aren't taken. So come back later. Ravioli, Ravioli, Great Barrier Reef. It seems like this is going on for a very, very long time. That was the only place where you could look to the side in that room. This one. Okay, present. So you had to present this first. Tell me we got this. Tell me we got it. This is so stinking late. It has to be newspaper clipping too. It has to be newspaper clipping too. Anything else, you will immediately lose points. Sheesh. Take a look at this clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney. It's also like meeny miny. It's like eeny miny. It's like meeny miny mo. It's like this thing where it's like how did it go again? It's like eeny meeny miny. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mother told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. Meeny is a rare last name, wouldn't you say, Miss Eeny, meeny, miny, mo? Are you it, Miss Money? Mimi wouldn't be a mentor, so you notice she's my older sister. Sorry about your loss. Your sister, she was a nurse, perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic. Gray's surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you the victim was run by the clinic of the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. This is how you knew Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Chew on your hat some more. It might taste better. We almost failed. Without that piece of evidence that Dr. Gumshoe had. Tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. Your parents were very creative people who had a lot of inspiration from the playground days. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that like Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like a slave driver. My sis was like always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. But yeah, there were surgeons. I think like surgeons are one of the most like stressful and time intensive professions there is. Like I believe they have like one of the worst work-life balances, surgeons. So that's why she fell asleep at the wheel. That guy like drove my sis so hard. That's why the accident happened. More 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like I think that was the doctor's fault too. My sis was pushed by like everyone's expectations and her duties and stuff. That pushed her to her death. Sorry, so like, are we done? I've already told my story to like everyone. You understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psych walk works. I don't plan to pry in people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. Well, like this time was pretty easy, but Warren's one later in. Oh, huh. You have enough proof. Be careful and know when to stop trying. Yeah. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy. Man, there was a lot of running around this investigation. They're usually not this obnoxiously long. But this one was like... I'm a fan of short investigations. And exciting trials. Okay, am I done now or what? Mr. Nick, what's wrong? Never left Crane Village, really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Wait, she ran off again. I know any secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. Well, Phoenix, you probably have enough information at this point to write a book. Let alone win a trial. Almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? Edgeworth. Oh wow, Mia. And Mia died. Actually, she died at the beginning of the last game. Hopefully this attire is appropriate for YouTube. I really don't know. I'm just a lowly content creator, YouTube. Don't take it out on me, okay? Without me being here, it looks like he burns down and out. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She died. A certain case forced her into retirement. Whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Spirit comes back from the world and borrows Maya's body for me. Why is your outfit so revealing? I know you're dead, but does that really mean you have to show off? You can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, especially when it's bad. I don't think that's true. You can't smile thin if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In case the face you're making now is no face to show a client things. So tell me all about it. Let me guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. Yeah, she's on trial for murder. I told her about everything that happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes deep in thought while she listened. Like, yeah, your sister is actually on trial for murder, as it turns out. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Pretty clear what a good lawyer does in the situation. And that is, tell me please. Believe in your convictions, and fight for the complete acquittal of your client. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you as to why. Yes, mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she died and had been buried in the ground. That's impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. The medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. So she wasn't actually channeling? Is that what you're saying? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. Set up? It's time for you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and see how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing going? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. Key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. How is this for a key? Key. Literally the key to understanding everything that happens. Nice. Literal and physical key. Literal and figurative key. Right now the key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. Know that the key to this case is enough. I can win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is. Who could have? Don't worry, Phoenix. Just figure it out. I didn't know it at the time, but this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. What? Yeah, what? What's wrong? That's right, only I can see the Cyclops. I also haven't seen that Mia is Maya and Maya's. Maya must know something about the real murder, but for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me, what in the world is going on? To be continued. Thank goodness, Phoenix. Thank goodness. This one was, it was a long one. Yeah, definitely save it. Definitely save episode 2. Episode 2, One Trial. Reunion and Turnabout. So-called reunion because it's a reunion between Phoenix, Mia, Maya, and Gumshoe. Alright, but that should pretty much do it for today. Hold. We don't want to go too far. I'll save this all for the next time, guys. The next time. Alright, I'll be right back with Spiritfarer, so stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching, and